Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley McManus. Thunder Bay voters got to try out a brand new way of casting ballots for the municipal election today as the city hosted its first ever drive-thru voting event. The one-day opportunity continues until 8 o'clock tonight outside the community auditorium. And there's already been a lot of positive feedback from voters. Vasilos Bellos reports.
Thunder Bay's first drive-thru voting event saw a steady line of vehicles moving through the auditorium parking lot throughout the day. Staff and volunteers were on hand to guide people through the process, with voters eventually filling out their paper ballots and handing them to staff in front of the auditorium for inputting into the vote tabulators. Returning Officer Krista Power explains the efforts put in to ensure a smooth and comfortable experience for voters.
It certainly did take some time. We did some walkthroughs. We worked with our folks in corporate information technology to ensure that, again, we had our full access. Our computers are running in those U-Haul trailers that you see to protect the computer operators from the wind. So it did take some time, but I would say overall we used some best practices from our partners in Southern Ontario who've done drive-through voting.
Power says whether or not the city provides drive-through voting in the future will depend on cost-benefit analysis, voter numbers, and public feedback. But she does stress the importance of convenient options during the election that work well for the public.
Innovation is important within the election process, making sure that we make voting continually accessible, convenient, easy, and secure is really the principles of the Municipal Elections Act.
And according to voters who chose the drive-through option, their only complaint was that it was just a one-day event.
I think it was perfect. It's better than lining up in a hall trying to get in, and if your wife's with a cane, it's a lot simpler, convenient. They should do it 5 days a week to get it cleared up. It's beautiful.
The process went very well. You show up and the gentleman asks you if you have your paperwork and ID, then you go to the next gentleman, and then you just wait your turn, and it's well organized, very well done.
We didn't have to get out of the vehicle, was just like I figured it would be. I hope to do it again.
It was a smooth first attempt at drive-through voting for Thunder Bay, with people more than happy to cast their ballots from their vehicles, especially considering the windy day. The city is welcoming feedback from the public to determine whether this option will be available in future elections. Vasilos Bellos, TBT News.